Switch 2s are getting banned for doing this specific thing. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a MIG switch is a cartridge that you can slot a micro SD card into and then push your cartridges and the ROMs on those cartridges for your Switch games onto the micro SD, so that way you can save room on your system with your physical collection. Now, previously this was usable on the Switch 1 with no particular issues. However, this was just updated so it would work on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, but there are multiple reports of people being banned from online services on their Nintendo Switch for using this device. First off, we have Switch Tools on Twitter. My Switch test has been banned after using the MIG switch with a perfectly legal dump of my own cartridges, so it would seem that Nintendo can detect something. Similar reports have come in. I strongly recommend you do not use the MIG switch. It was already very risky to use, but it's even more so on Switch 2. The next report comes from Switch 2 hacks at Reddit. It says, "Hello everyone, just wanted to let you know to refrain from using your MIG flash on the Switch 2 online for now. My Switch 2 was just banned. My account is fine for now. Only games I had were backed up games. Must be some new detection Nintendo has on these things. Pretty dumb of me to go online with it. That's on me." So as it seems, at this time, it is banning the system from connecting to online services. However, the system itself is not actually bricked. You can still use the system. However, this is still very risky, and there is a possibility that your Nintendo account will also be banned. So refrain from using the MIG switch on the Switch 2 because